duck blur. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve the mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales. Ooh. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Ooh. Tales of daring, do bad, and good luck tales. Danger. Watch behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Just grab onto some DuckTales. Woo. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Woo. Tales of daring, do bad, and good luck tales. Woo. Not ponytails or cottontails, no DuckTales. Woo.
Happy fucking Wednesday, everybody. How's everybody doing? I think we're off to a slow roller tonight, but that's alright. Because I don't even know if this connection's going to hold up tonight or not. It's all going to depend.
Got a hell of a storm brewing up there by you guys.
Yeah, one of two things are going to happen. Either it's going to go really well or it's going to go really fucking horribly. One of the two. But we'll see here shortly. I mean,
You can only hope for the best, yes?
Yeah, keep checking the radar. It looks like we're going to honestly split the uprights where I live. It looks like the storm's going to break into two. One's going to go over Michigan and one's coming down towards Chicago.
Yay!
Be a good time. Glad I don't have to put up with that shit. Well,
In other words, that was a fuck you, Adam.
I was expecting it, though. You were discussing earlier. I was like, it's supposed to rain like a motherfucker here, too. And TJ was like, yep, it's coming from us. So there you go.
Yeah, it looks like the worst of it's going to hit us around 10:30-ish, 11. Because it hasn't even fucking begun here yet, which is surprising because they said 9 o'clock. And here we are, fucking 20 to fucking 10, basically, and not a goddamn thing. But then again, who can trust a weatherman? As my neighbor Adam says. He says, we should start cutting off one finger every time they fuck up their thing, because that way you know how good the weatherman actually is.
Yeah, right?
Gotta find out where your local weatherman went to school and apply.
That too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Although I don't think a whole finger would do it, I think we gotta start knuckle by knuckle, just so that way you can really tell. Because, you know, this only gives them 10 times to fuck up.
Times.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
So, who's in here so far? Adam's in here, not Joe. Church is here. Chris, Putt Putt, Happy Hippie.
Happy, happy.
What's happening, you guys? Oh, follow up from last week. The 3-2-1 Arnold Palmer fucking turned out fantastic. It actually worked really well.
I don't think you were around long enough to catch it, but I do blame you because I made an orange version of an Arnold Palmer on our show.
It looked good as hell, too.
A secondary mix, because I originally, here's the thing, and anybody who fucking hangs around me any amount knows, I don't like to toot my own fucking horn about shit. But this fucking pineapple upside down cake that I mixed, I legitimately was looking for something to complain about when I took it out of the fucking cabinet after a week steep, and I swear to you, it is the exact fucking flavor that I was trying to nail, and I legitimately got mad at myself because I didn't have anything to nitpick about it. So instead, I made a second fucking recipe last night. I made an orange Arnold Palmer, and I blamed it on you.
Well,
your fucking moist trick fixed my cake too goddamn well. I didn't have anything to nitpick, so I had to do something else.
dude, I'm telling you that once I figured that out, and I stumbled across that by accident, because when the recipe that I initially put it in, it was just to melt some things together, but it turned out making a moist cake. I was like, well, fuck me running.
Where the fuck did? And between that and that fucking VSO pineapple, it doesn't taste like you have cake and pineapple. It tastes like you're eating a cake that has had pineapple juice soaked into it, and you're getting that pineapple flavored cake. It is not the different. It is a very different thing than just a yellow cake with pineapple. Fucking banging.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. I think I might have to go and follow that up and give that one a go. Although I realized, we brought it up a couple weeks ago, how I have the recipe for Bali song. I finally found the recipe where I had it stashed away. I realized I don't have any of the fucking flavors to make it.
I was gonna say, you know, that's not just regular flavors. None of his shit was just like TPA fucking powdered sugar. You know what I mean? Like it's all like obscure fucking flavorings that most people wouldn't have thought to look for, let alone put together. And that crazy genius motherfucker managed to make it into gloriousness.
Oh,
That was like my favorite fucking flavor from
Dude,
G.
easily
That shit was fucking beautiful.
smooth and silky, dude. It was
Yeah,
so
that
nice.
man had a fucking knack for it, man. He sure the fuck did.
yeah, there's 2 caps that I need, 2 Lorans, and 1 TFA.
Oh shit, I might have all the flavors.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to share it because it was
Yeah,
sent to me
should-
privately, so I
We
don't.
should find that out because I'll make it and I'll tell you.
If I can
I'll send you
find
some.
out that it is okay for me to share it, I'll shoot him a message and see if it's okay for me to share it. But I don't want to put it out there without his consent
Exactly.
because it was sent to me in private. So
That'd be amazing. Holy shit.
I'm just saying, in case for some odd reason he decides to get a wild hair up his butt and restart the company, I don't want to be the guy who has this fucking thing out there, you know?
Dude, there's still, I don't care what anybody says, I don't care how many times I see it or read it, there's still this tiny little fraction of hope deep down in the very back of my skull that one of these days he's gonna get a wild hair up his ass and decide, you know what, they can't regulate fucking flavor concentrates, I'm gonna turn my whole line into fucking one shots, they can suck my ass, I'm coming back.
Not to mention, then he can make new one-shot concentrates.
Absolutely.
Dude, I
Yeah.
still have a
fucking
couple
food
120s
flavorings.
from him. Just
Like-
fucking uncracked, untouched.
Like, to be quite honest, the only thing I want is Bali Song and Apache Line. Those are my 2 fucking favorites out of his line, period. Don't get me wrong. The rest of his stuff was really good too, but that last one he came up with, that Apache Line, that was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was really good. Like the whole last batch that he made, that whole last batch of releases that he came out with was fucking amazing. That chocolate raspberry fucking mousse, dude.
That shit was
Oh,
killer.
That shit was like aggravatingly good. Like you take a vape and you're just like, God damn it. And you take another vape.
Church, I would say it out loud, but that would kind of give away part of the recipe, and I don't want to do that because I want to keep myself out of trouble that way. I do appreciate the offer, though. Yeah, I know with how busy he was, the whole idea of making one shots, it's a long shot, but I'm gonna keep that hope alive. But yeah,
Nice.
he did move on to bigger and better things. What he was doing with school was awesome. So my hat's off to him for all of that. Hopefully, after this weekend, I'm gonna have some good, funny stories for you guys, because fucking we're going camping this weekend, so my son should inevitably bring out some good fucking laughable moments this weekend.
Oh yeah. Oh. Shit's the bomb right there.
So oh, and then the other follow up on last week's recipe, that fucking butter pecan cake with the caramel
Yes.
drizzle turned out good. However, it does need a little tweaking. I think I need to up the butter pecan flavor a little bit because it did kind of get drowned out by the caramel just a smidge. However, that caramel is legitimately spot on. It coats your mouth just like you would like it to, but it's not overly fucking pungent. So it was definitely a winner. I'm just gonna up the butter pecan a little bit next time. I think I dropped it down a little too low. I think 2.5% was a bit too low. I probably could push it up to 3 and it'd be just about right.
Plugged in the fairway.
What's happening, Bob?
Eater bed.
Oh, holy shit! Zilla's in the house.
Zilla.
Fuck is that guy?
All the party people in the house.
He's alive. Yeah. Although we did have the missus's birthday party this last weekend, so that was a good time.
Ooh.
Fucking, I smoked up 6 racks of ribs, a bunch of fucking sausage, we did some smoked queso.
I was gonna ask you. You mentioned that you were talking about doing some smoked queso. That's what I was curious about.
Dude, that shit's fucking fire. Way better than fucking regular queso any day. Regular queso can suck a goddamn dick. No, I think I didn't try it even though I wanted to. I need to get all. I'm gonna take it with me this weekend because I'm taking my little smoker with me since it's portable, and I'm gonna take a brick of cream cheese with me, and I'm gonna smoke some goddamn cream cheese just to see how that turns out.
Louis keeps talking about it because Jeff brought it up. After you said something about it, Jeff brought it up, and it's been like stuck in Louis' brain. Every time she sees Jeff, she's like, "You smoked cream cheese yet?"
That and the missus has this fucking. I think it'll be really good because she's got an everything bagel seasoning. So if I coat the whole thing in everything bagel, and then just throw it on fucking crackers after it's been smoked.
Somebody was just eating an everything. Oh, Tim.
It was Tim,
Advocate
yeah.
for Liberty. He had a
He was
meatloaf
bitching about
sandwich on
his,
everything bagel.
Meatloaf sandwich on the everything bagel that wasn't very everything.
Oh fucking hell!
He's like, oh, if only we had like onion bagels. And I was like, ooh, meatloaf sandwich on a fucking onion bagel? Mmm.
Fucking banging right there.
That sounds good.
Well, we're starting to get into it. I'm starting to hear the thunder. Oh, and it changed paths. I might get crushed here in a couple hours.
Uh-oh.
Oh, just so long as it doesn't fuck anything up too much. Speaking of which, two nights ago, Monday night, fucking we had a really good windstorm at about 1 o'clock in the morning till about 3. Fucking like a 12-foot long fucking branch came out of one of my fucking trees. Luckily it didn't hit the house, so it was
My tree.
it was a good probably 45, 50 pounds. It wasn't very thick. It was about this big around and about 12 foot. So about
Scare you.
yeah. Fucking Mrs. heard the thump. She jumps out of bed. I was just falling asleep, so I thought the thump was her feet hitting the floor, and I'm going, "What the fuck? Are you all right?" She goes, "Something just hit the ground outside." All right, well, not a whole lot I can do about it at 1:30 in the morning. You know.
It's outside. Leave it out there.
Zilla, been down that road on more than one occasion. The smoked jalapeno poppers, those are fantastic.
They're only poppers with a Z if you bought them in the 90s, though.
Or if they're made by Tyson.
Do they call them poppers still?
Yeah, that's
Oh man,
their
they're hanging on to that shit, aren't
Chicken
they?
Poppers, fucking jalapeno. Everything is poppers with a Z. That's their Tyson differentiation.
Oh boy, remember all snacks ended with a Z in the fucking 90s.
I laughed when the wife and I were at the store the other day, and we walked down the aisle, and it had like that frozen section of all the fucking Tyson like little throw it in the microwave fucking snacks, and it's like 9,000 kinds of poppers with a Z all fucking lined up.
My mom bought jalapeno poppers from Tyson. Radical.
Right?
How the fuck?
Can we have some Sunny D?
Oh god.
So, without throwing any spoilers out here, did any of you guys watch The Master of the Universe on Netflix already?
I have not yet,
Right.
but E-Man at work was telling me about it.
It's
And said he wasn't that impressed by it.
it's not bad, but it's definitely not the way you thought it was going to go.
I'll say this about it. If you have absolutely no knowledge of Masters of the Universe going in, if you're a complete blank slate and you're going in completely malleable, you'll probably love it.
Yeah, well,
If,
unfortunately.
like most of us, though, you're a child of the 80s and you
Yes.
remember and have a vivid imprint in your fucking childhood of what He-Man and the Masters of the Universe actually was, this is just going to piss you off. I'm just going to tell you right now. It's going to piss you off.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be quite honest. But I really, although I was so excited when Kevin Smith said he was going to do it, because I was like, of all the people I would want to see redo it, it would be that guy, and I was a tad disappointed, to say the least. However, it was a good way for me to introduce my son to it. So
That's exactly. As I said, if you're coming in blank slate, I can see that being awesome for you. Like for the kids nowadays, getting into Masters of the Universe, that I can absolutely see it doing.
yeah,
But for those
and
of us like that have an imprint of what it was, just ain't it.
yeah, don't get me wrong. There was some things in there that I was like, really, this is how we're gonna play this, which was good because it threw me from what I was expecting. And I mean, I wasn't happy with it, but it was good that they got the curveballs in there.
Right.
Yeah, so but definitely, my son watched the first episode and he goes, "I liked it, but I want to watch something else." Okay, fair enough, dude. I'm not mad at you. I was like, the first episode is a little bit slower for you. I get it. I mean, I probably should have started him on episode 3.
Where it starts to get a little actiony.
Yeah, like probably a little too much drama for you there to start, buddy. Dylan, yeah, I did talk to him earlier this week. He's doing better. They're still working on some treatment options for him, but he says he's feeling better and moving in the right direction. So things are looking good on the horizon. What's happening, Breno?
Breno.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna come up with some recipes since I need to do some sort of mixing. So when I stepped in yesterday, you guys were doing fruit-based shit. Is that right?
So the first show, we wanted to step completely out of our wheelhouse on both counts. So we did cakes because that's something that neither one of us do. And then to kind of like take the pressure off and make it a little more relaxed, this week we did fruits because we're both very familiar with fruits. And then next week, to turn it back to cranking the pressure up again, we're going back to something that neither one of us do. We're stepping into each other's wheelhouse. I'm going to make drinks and Larry's making candies.
Oh, fucking fun.
Figure we do a week of hard pressure and then a week of relax. Just make something that's easy and comfortable and fun. And a week of little challenge. You know, as long as we got to do it, that's how we're planning it.
Word up.
There's the
What the fuck?
God damn. Alright, anytime, Thunder, let's go. I don't know if you guys can hear that at all.
Yeah, we heard a little rumble there.
It's still rumbling. I'm just waiting for the fucking sirens to go off, so I have to rip my kid out of bed and take him into the basement. Great.
I mean, you could be like where I'm at, where the fucking tornado sirens they test every, was it Tuesday morning, is right behind our fucking house.
Yeah, we get them on Wednesdays, and it's literally a block that way because we live like 3 blocks from the train tracks, and they're on the train tracks. So yeah, we get it every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Like it or not.
Yeah.
Right fucking there, I hear you.
Well, you know, at least they're close. That way you'd never fucking miss them.
Yeah, but it also scares the shit out of you whenever you're asleep.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's a hell of an alarm clock. I'll give you that.
See, they test ours actually every Wednesday at noon. Like, you know exactly what time noon is every fucking Wednesday, because that fucker will go off. Alright, let's see. What are we gonna fucking make today? Let's look at my failure stash and see. Gotta make something for the weekend. I kind of want to do something with blueberry, I think. Wait a minute. Meter, can you shoot your cake out there in chat so I can see if I've got the flavors for it? Because the pineapple upside down cake would be fucking fantastic. I know I've got the yellow cake. I know I've got the creamy milky undertones. I don't know what else you used in there, though.
You should have most of what's in there. Only thing... Go... Where's that little clippy thing? There it is.
I think maybe I'll throw that together for one of them. But yeah, the fucking...
There we go.
That 3-2-1 Arnold was really good.
Fresh side down cake.
brown sugar.
I think that the 100 flavors pineapple candy is the only one I didn't know if you would have or not, but I think you should have the rest.
Yeah, I've got the rest. I don't have the pineapple candy.
That's the one, like, that one is specifically there because the VSO pineapple is the one that soaks into the cake and gives you that pineapple juice flavored cake. But that pineapple candy is the one that gives it like a pineapple syrup, that glaze kind of finish that you get on the top of a pineapple upside down cake. That's where that pineapple candy comes in.
I'm wondering if I can adjust that. Like, wonder if I crank up the VSO pineapple up to 2, if that'll do the same, or if that'll take that over.
I will tell you this, either way, you're going to want to throw it in a drawer for at least 2 or 3 days. Because right up front, those flavors definitely headbutt for the first 24, 36 hours or so. But, like, I left mine in there. I checked on it every day, but I left it in there for a week, and when I pulled it out after a week, it was literally just fucking perfection after a week.
I think I'll make a little 30 of that and see what happens.
Yeah, give it a try. Take it out, man.
That actually sounds good. Yeah, because everything you put in there I have except for the pineapple candy. Did the sweet do a whole lot for it, do you think?
The VSO sweet?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I use the VSO sweet to kind of give a sweetened round out at the bottom of a lot of my mixes because I don't use Cap Super Sweet. And I generally don't ever use the VSO sweet very high. I just basically I use it to keep anything from getting too tart or getting too much of a bassy flavor to it.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, let's pull these together and we'll do a little 30 of that just to see how it turns out. Because then that should give me ample time for this motherfucker to steep out for a couple days. Alright, now to find everything. I know where the creamy milk underpants is because that's my gigantic fucking 30 ml bottle of that. Because that doesn't tell you I use it enough. No, Flavor West yellow cake, something I haven't fucked with in... Alright, I bought this a year ago. This tells you how often I use yellow cake.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because it is a coil fucking wrecker.
Yeah, it's definitely not one you want to use very heavy or very often. It will wreck your coils like the worst commercial e-liquid ever did. But so fucking delicious too.
I know I've got...
Like it is that distinct yellow cake flavor that you're always looking for.
some brown sugar.
Yeah, in a little over a year of DIYing, that's literally the first recipe I ever threw together, let sit, and then was exactly the fucking flavor that I was trying to pin down, to the point I got mad at myself that I couldn't nitpick it.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes we gotta do that though.
I was like, I know that's not going to be a regular thing, but you know what? Even fucking Blind Dog gets sunshine on his ass once in a while.
That's right. This would be so sweet.
I will say though, that fucking VSO Tangelo is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that VSO Tangelo is pretty awesome.
Cherry. And I think that's it. There's one. Yeah, I just need cherry because that's the only thing I'm gonna be able to. Which, you know, surprisingly enough, cherry is not something I've used a lot of from VSO, and I should.
Me neither.
It's
a little bit.
It punches real hard. I use it in a bunch of different recipes, but I never have to use it very strong because it carries its fucking weight, man. It really does, in a nice way.
Alright, so you know what? Actually, I don't think I'm gonna push the pineapple VSO up too much. I think I'm gonna go up to 1 3/4%. I don't think I'm gonna push it
I was
to
just
2.
thinking about that too. If you don't have the pineapple candy, what you might be able to do is crank the VSO pineapple up, like, what is, I don't even remember what the fuck I have it in there. 1.5, I think. just lost my own fucking recipe. 1.23, yeah. So you could probably crank that up to, I'd say probably even like 1.75%, maybe even 2, and then up the brown sugar to like 1.5%.
Bob, see the comment right above yours. Literally. And click that link. It's technically Meter and Larry, but I've been on both shows so far.
We got a pretty open door policy for the mixing crew.
Yeah, I can't guarantee that I can be there every Tuesday because of fucking trucks and nonsense. Like, for instance, this week, our truck came today instead of yesterday.
Yeah, I think that looks good. I think I'll leave it as is there. Just remove the pineapple candy and go 1.75% with the pineapple.
It should be public, isn't it? Yeah, it's public. Okay.
What's public?
Bob said he was looking for the fresh side down recipe last week and he couldn't find it. Scared me. I thought maybe I fucking made it private on accident. Let's double check real quick. I said, no, it's public.
Yeah, and the only thing I don't have in there is the candy, but I don't do candies. I don't like candy vapes. Like, for some odd reason, candies are the one thing that, even though I'm a fat kid, I'm not a huge candy person. Unless
I like them when they're done right.
Unless it's a fucking... Unless it's a goddamn peanut butter cup, I don't want anything to fucking do with it.
We're not there yet. We'll get there. That's one of the reasons I started mixing so many candies is because I'm a fucking fat kid. I love my goddamn candies. And almost every commercial candy vape I have tried is fucking garbage. They're all horrendous. They all have the fucking bare minimum candy notes and they're all atrociously flavored on top of that. And I was like, I can do way fucking better than this. And so far, I'm pretty fucking proud of the candies I put out. There's a couple that I'm still tweaking a little bit, but man, for the most part, I'm pretty fucking proud of all the candies. Like, my fucking super sour blue balls, if you're a kid of the 90s and you remember the fucking tongue splashers candy gumballs that used to come in the paint cans for $0.05 a piece, I fucking nailed the blue one. I nailed that motherfucker. Like, it's got all the sour, it's got all the fucking notes, it's got the slightest little hint of that fucking bubble gum, not chewing gum, not mint gum, bubble gum note in the back there.
Shit, you said the fucking bubble gum and a paint can and shit. I fucking remember those.
Yep.
I even remember that shit. Those things were fucking bad.
Those things were awesome. And when I figured out the combo to get that sour blue down. Oh shit! What did I have here?
Oh, there, Flavor West Cake. That's enough of you. See you again in a year. What's Bob got right there?
I am pretty sure I have all of that except for the super sweet, but I would sub out that super sweet normally anyway. I think the marshmallow candy might be the only thing I don't have.
I'm missing a couple of those. That sounded good. I would have made that if I had all the shit.
I've got all the rest of that. I have to double check for the marshmallow, but I'm pretty sure I got the rest of it. That looks pretty damn good. That looks pretty damn good indeed.
Oh, I mean one drip. No. No, whatever. Extra moist cake. Yeah, alright. One extra drop over. Fuck it.
Moist.
I actually wonder if that might benefit from a little bit of that VSO Blue Raz that's about to drop.
Blue Rails. I don't know if I tried that one.
In that Blue Raz are going rounds this weekend. I meant to do it the other night and I got distracted by all the fucking citruses that I magically had in front of me and I was like, well, when swag gives you lemon.
Oh yeah, Bob. I forgot about that one. That sounds good. Maybe I'll make that today. I'm fucking lazy right now.
That looks
To
pretty damn
like
good.
to make my own.
Oh, makes it fucking
With
ass.
that apple cinnamon oatmeal toaster strudel thing you've got going on.
That looks pretty fucking banging for sure, dude. God damn. How am I not following you, Bob? I gotta fix that right now.
I don't follow anybody on ELR because it's more emails I get.
I took all the emails off, but no, there's several mixtures. I'm finally starting to get the hang of ELR a little bit more.
I don't fuck with it enough. I literally come on here.
I make that, Bob.
And I hit the follow button on people, but what I don't like is it doesn't give me a list of the people that I follow. It just gives me that fucking.
You have to go to your favorites page.
I'm gonna go through the effort.
I was tinkering with it the other day because I was like, all right, goddamn it, this has got to be simpler than I'm making it, and it is, but it's also a little more complicated than it needs to be. But ELR is a wonderful resource, and I don't feel like enough people really utilize it.
Baked apple. That one's easy to find because it's dark as fuck. Apple, dark as fuck.
Yep. I think it actually. I didn't even think about that. That might be the only one that's darker than that blueberry raw. I forgot how dark that fucking baked apple is. I'm looking at it right now.
Somehow
really
Jungle
fucking
Flavors
dark.
Honey Peach ended up in the box of swag.
Yeah, that baked apple's super dark. Like even the brown sugar, that's pretty fucking dark, man.
Yeah, it's pretty dark as well. Yeah, it is.
Shit.
Yeah.
Next to the baked apple.
Yeah. They're fucking. They're
pretty dark.
but they're good.
Yeah, I don't care. Fucking kill my coils as long as it tastes good.
I see it.
I need to.
Coils come and go.
Can be rewicked.
I wonder how fucking much I can push up that brown sugar.
That's what I was thinking. Is to push that brown sugar up to make up for not having the pineapple candy and kind of have it replace the glaze.
No, not even for that. I'm talking. I just had an idea with the brown sugar, a touch of rich cinnamon, and a fucking make a pancake. Like I remember back in the day, fucking spread a little butter on the pancake, cover it in brown sugar and cinnamon, then roll that motherfucker up like it's a goddamn cinnamon roll.
Breakfast
Yeah.
taco.
Ghetto crepes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be pretty banging too if you do it right, I think.
But you'd really have to pump up the fucking brown sugar because the brown sugar's a big flavor profile in there.
I keep forgetting about this.
What about the
God.
there's a cinnamon and sugar.
The Capline cinnamon sugar?
Capline cinnamon and sugar. Use that
That's-
with the brown sugar? Not independent, I'm saying together with.
Together with it would probably help because the cap cinnamon sugar gives you more of that crunchy, like big sugar grain. Not so much on the cinnamon side, but it gives you that graininess. So I guess
Yeah.
it would. I guess it could give you the.
It'd give you a little bit more of that mouthfeel, I bet, too.
Yeah. That's happening, Kerplop.
Oh, shit. And Tony, what's up? I seen Tony just popped in.
Oh, howdy, Tony.
Chat.
Sorry, I haven't been watching chat. I'm kind of
What the fuck is oatmeal?
oatmeal. So,
Oh, I have it.
yeah, it's fucking good. That's what it is.
There it is.
To me, it tasted like a steel cut oat. It was spot on.
So I need baked apple, I need oatmeal, I need sweet from swag, and then I need to pull the rest of these flavors.
What's happening, Voop? How you doing?
Oh shit. Voop. I vooped at work a couple days ago, it was great.
He says I vooped at work.
I mouthed along in my pocket, I was like, oh, hello. Might as well get a little fix right here while I'm taking care of business.
Yeah, since I don't have to take an extra do this on my break now.
Let's see. I think I have creamy milky underpants over here. That sounds fucking wrong.
I don't know that you would call it anything else. I mean, fuck. I don't call it by its fucking name.
Yeah, I don't know many people that do. Not in this circle.
And I do that, and I use that motherfucking flavor all the time.
No, but it might be a little nasty if I had literal creamy, milky underpants just sitting here with my flavorings.
Well, it depends on whose creamy milky underpants they were.
Touche.
And on that same note, I've generally got barbarian cream on my desk at any given point in time.
Oh, dude. I mean,
I'm not even Norse.
there's just flavors everywhere.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking everywhere.
You guys can see my desktop, and then this goes way the fuck back over here.
There is 100 flavorings on my bed right now.
He says, when I sleep, I don't actually sleep.
No, I just
kind of lay in the flavoring.
By osmosis if you sleep.
Yep, I just swim in flavorings and I theory craft in my sleep.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the ghetto fucking crepe. I think I'm gonna have to give that a fucking go. I'm gonna have to do some single flavor testing though with just the brown sugar though, because I put the brown sugar in multiple other things already, but in order to be able to get it just right, I think it's something that I'm gonna have to actually sit
That
in.
level exactly where you want it. I completely agree.
Yeah, I think I think I might start kind of high,
also-
like 3.5% in a single flavor
That's
test.
what I'm saying. You could also do that since you're just gonna single it like that. You only need to make like a 15 mil of that bitch.
Oh fuck, you don't even need that. I'll make like a little 10 mil shooter, just enough to wet the cotton.
I was just thinking 15 mil, and then when you wave it about halfway down, if you need to tweak it, you don't have to remake the whole thing.
Oh, good call.
That's one thing. Like with some of my candies, if I know I'm gonna make it again or I want to tweak something a little bit, I won't fucking vape the whole goddamn thing. I'll vape half the bottle and then just refill it with what the percentages would be and the changes added, so you don't have to remake the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Saves you some fucking time.
That helps you carry over a little bit of that flavor consistency. It's the same principle as like restaurants who've been making stew in the same pot for fucking 80 years, you know? Every day they add the fresh ingredients and then take out whatever they serve that day, and the next day you start from the same.
What is there? There's some fucking there's some burger joint that does that where they deep fry their burgers and they've been using the same deep fryer fucking oil for
for whatever.
fucking 70, 80 years. It's gotta be longer than that, because I think when I saw the show that I saw that on, that was back in the early 2000s, and they'd been in business since like the 30s.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, that's crazy. I was like, and they've been deep frying burgers for that long too, which is even crazier.
Yeah, no shit. No, I try and keep that same flavor consistency theory in liquids that I know I'm going to make another one of.
Fancy.
Bam.
Oh, okay. That's pretty. I'm gonna have to pull that up, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's the one that was pretty similar to that fucking. That goddamn that apple donut that I did for. Who the fuck did I do that for?
What's in here?
I don't remember who I did that for.
The fuck didn't I grab?
Oh, yeah, that does have.
Dinosaur.
That does sound good.
Country apple. I had it in my goddamn hand. Okay. Be right back.
That was a strange way to exit, but alright. You do you, boo-boo. You do you.
Aha. Took all my Capella flavorings off the shelf to find cinnamon Danish swirl because I haven't fucking used it in forever.
I don't remember the last time I did that.
It kind of tastes a little bit like blood and pennies. It's a weird flavor. Yeah, he's only using it at 2%. Back in the day, people used to use that flavoring at like fucking 7% because mouth to lung and low wattage and shit, you know? And it kind of tastes like blood and pennies a little bit. I mean, if you ever tasted blood, it has like that metal taste to it, you know?
Metallic, like
Yeah,
irony
but that's
taste.
what cinnamon Danish swirl tastes like a little bit if you crank it. Tastes like pennies.
That just
It's
fucking
weird.
caught me off guard, man.
And I usually don't get those flavor notes that a lot of like the pretentious, I hate to say it, mixers get, this tastes like Play-Doh to me. I get notes of Play-Doh and barf from this. Like, I usually don't get that. Like, I usually just, I'm like, oh, this tastes like strawberry. But yeah, I definitely can taste pennies from Shenanigans. Yes.
You know, it's funny that some of those guys say they taste that. Because you know what? I get it. Everybody's palate's a little bit different.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. I'm just
But
giving them shit.
every one of these companies that makes any sort of flavoring, guaranteed, they have somebody who has a palate that's 10 times better than the guy who's sitting there going, oh, well, I think this has a little bit of this or that in it. It's kind of like being a fucking one of those wine fucking
Connoisseurs.
Yeah.
Sommelier.
Ooh. Fancy schmancy wine boy.
And just looked at the fucking radar again. This shit's fucking breaking right in half over us. I don't think we're gonna get it as bad as they thought they did until about midnight, and then it looks like we're gonna get like 30 minutes of fucking hell. Which, whatever. 30 minutes of hell is better than the 2 hours that they were talking about in a possible derecho. I was like, fuck your derecho. Apparently that stuff's only saved for Iowa.
You fucker. There we go. That's
Oh, what'd you
Oh,
have?
of course. It won't let me put a window over here and a window in the middle. It's like, no, we're going to snap that all the way out for you, asshole.
Yeah, because, you know.
Bing, bada, boom. Just want to be able to read chat.
This is it.
Use
Just
my monitor.
how big is your fucking monitor?
It's 25.
Oh, you should have
1080.
It should
It's
have
not
no
huge.
problem triple.
Yeah, I may not have set something because, look, it's just like, nah, it's either one or the other. We're not going to fucking.
Oh, you're right. That is gonna need a couple days.
See how it stacks early on?
Yeah.
Just kind of,
And that fucking cake tastes like fucking straight cake batter right now.
batter flavor right up.
Czar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Meaner, I
As I
hope.
said, three days and you can take it out and vape it. But if you,
I'm gonna take it with me camping, and if it's fucking wrong, I'm calling and I'm cussing you. And that, you know, when you guys asked me about it the other night while I was in there, I said it looks fucking good. We'll know in 3 or 4 days over the weekend.
As I said, I put it in the drawer here and I was checking it. I was knuckling it and throwing a little bit on cotton and giving it a quick little vape every day, and then putting it back in the drawer. After 3 days, you could have vaped it, but I was like, no, let's. We've already gave it 3. Let's give it a little bit longer, and then I forgot about it for 2 days, and I was like, oh shit.
Church, you've seen that same one I did see. Yeah, because I do remember them talking about that it was transferred by armed guard when they moved. What's happening, Czar?
Oh, I should make a little bit more of this than 15 mils.
Yeah, definitely, because initially what I got was cake batter and fucking cherry.
Pineapple and cherry, yeah, right in your face. It acts instead of blending early on. But yeah, a little bit of time.
I can see
they all
it's
play
got
itself.
potential. It's got potential. I will give it that right now. It has potential. We'll see what happens.
Well, and knowing cake isn't my wheelhouse by any stretch of the imagination, I didn't anticipate it being something that I could shake and vape. So I planned on giving it a couple days to blend anyhow.
And
I'll just have to work
that
on
might
it.
be part of my problem, though, is because I'm so used to being able to make a cake that's shake and vapeable, and I think that's part of my issue. Although I will say, I'm at the end of that butter pecan cake. It got better with age, but definitely needed to go up on the percentage on the butter pecan. Probably because I think
I wondered about that.
I think I dropped it to like 2.5. I think it needs to be up closer to 3.
That's what I was thinking. Up that butter pecan itself, because I think the BSO pecan is right, but I think that butter pecan needs a little more to give you that once it starts to blend in. But yeah, no, that one sounds pretty banging too.
Yeah, the butter pecan's gonna have to go to 3. The 1% at the VSL caramel was fucking perfect because it wasn't killing everything, but it's enough to give you that caramel coat in the inside of the mouth. The rest of it
So
turned
good.
out great. I just definitely need to up the butter pecan by probably a 0.5%. I think I'll do it, and then it'll be just right. And then after, what? This is exactly 7 days from last week. At 7 days, the flavors have melded beautifully.
That's what I'm saying, man. A lot of these recipes that a lot of us been throwing out lately seems like 7 days is that perfect fucking window. You let them sit a week and then they're gold.
And don't get me wrong, I was switching between this and fucking. I didn't vape as much as that Arnold as I probably should have because it's really good. But over the weekend, I was like, I was drinking on Saturday, and I was like, I don't want to fuck up a good flavor that I know I nailed by fucking drinking with it because you lose the taste and shit anyway. So
It'll knock that edge down a little off of it.
then,
So let me ask you this: did you make your Arnie as a shaken vape?
yeah, it was initially supposed to be a shaken vape, but it did get better after a couple of days.
I was gonna say because I used the same orange black, the VSO orange black Pico that you did, or the orange Pico rather.
Yeah.
But I also used the VSO citrus green tea to match it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna make that one probably
And that
very
one,
soon.
yeah, that was another one. Like I knuckled it and I threw it on right away, and I was like, this has potential. But it's another one that on the initial stack, even after shaking the piss out of it and making eye contact for the show with it, it still it needed time to let those teas and the flavors kind of blend a little bit.
Yeah, that was the one thing I found out with that one. It was good off the shake. Like it was definitely shaken vapeable. But after a couple days, it got a lot better because everything mellowed out and really blended together nicely. So it was that Arnold Palmer flavor you're looking for.
Yep.
Greetings from Colorado. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, Zargasm.
I wanna go
No,
to
so I figured that would be a
Colorado.
nice little twist because everybody does Arnie's. Like there's a couple different Arnie recipes out there. And I don't know that I had seen one with citrus, and since I was already playing with all those different citruses in front of me,
Well,
let's take a
and
different twist on that shit.
the reason why I went with the orange tea, I was like, that's gonna just blend with that. I mean, I could have went the green tea, but I didn't want a green tea Arnold, so I just.
Well, that's the reason that I used it is because I didn't make a traditional Arnie. I made it with the citruses, anyways. I put like Cangelo and shit in there to give it that specific orangey bite, and that's why I figured that citrus green would give it that nice little tea boost, but also help the citrus bump a little bit.
Yeah, I can definitely see where that worked out well.
3 drops of this.
And let's go with.
And then depending on how that turns out, it might get turned into a 3.
Oh, I need to get a couple other bananas. I think I need to get that fucking, what is it, that banana soft?
Soft banana, yeah, from Mullenberry.
I
Yeah,
will say, Adam just used that shit last night.
That shit's so good.
I need to get my hands on that because I want to use Swag's rum and fucking brown sugar to make a fucking bananas Foster.
That could be pretty fucking awesome.
Oh my
I'm
God, that
pretty
sounds
sure I could pull it off with Swag's banana.
And depending on how you're trying to go with it, you
Smells
might
like
even
toasted
be able
strudel.
to throw a bit of the swaggy bourbon in there.
Yeah, you could bourbon it versus the rum, but I mean traditional is
I was
with
just
a
thinking,
high proof
a
rum.
little bit
This is
light,
down here.
yeah. A little bit light on that VSO bourbon to give it that.
Although that's something I'm gonna do in a little 30 mil. I'm not gonna fucking fuck around and make that a hate vape because if I fuck that one up, it's not gonna be something I'm gonna want to hate vape.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be one that if it turns out it sucks after a day, you're gonna want to throw that motherfucker away and not look at it anymore.
Just as hot as Chicago. Do I know you, Sarcasm?
I was gonna say.
Do
Are
you
you known or
possibly
allowed
work
to
at the
talk?
Dollar Tree with me? Because one of my fellow employees at the store happens to be in fucking Colorado right now. And if that is you, thanks for watching. If it's not you, welcome anyways.
Thanks for watching anyway. That's right.
There you go. Strawberry mean toast.
It is, let it be known. None of this shit.
Wintergreen, white tea. We're getting the alright.
Yeah, right.
Super.
Let's see.
I don't know what I want to throw together here?
4 grams. What the fuck? Close enough. Hey, it is. What's up, Daniel? Tree fam in the house.
Tree fam in the hizzle.
I hate to bring up work, but we only took like 3 hours to do the truck today. It was 1,500 pieces. We got that shit down to a science, bro.
So,
Hopefully Colorado's treating you well and green. You know what I mean.
I think I'm going to do something on blueberry.
Sampling the local wares.
But what? That's the key.
God, I'm almost out of VG. Oh, I should have filled this bottle before the show. Oh no. I just need a couple more grams is all. Come on. I think I'm gonna make it. Oh, I'm gonna make it.
Well, let's do it. V2. Oh, look at that first
I'm
one.
so close.
Alright,
I'm gonna pre-algebra.
Complete into the bottle.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that before you left, dude, about the altitude. You're not used to that shit. Probably pretty weird. Easy. I wanna go. Maybe I'll leave the tree for a week.
Oh, fuck. I'm having a fucking brain. I'm just a fucking straight dead brain right now.
That's why I mixed Bob's recipe. Figure, give somebody else's recipe a shot. It sounded good. I told him I was gonna mix this when I had all these flavors, like a month or two ago. And I got them all, so. And Jesus Christ, it smells like fucking apple toaster strudel. I haven't even fucking baked it yet. 10,000 feet, Jesus.
I burned my fucking brain out last night. I ain't doing shit. It's fucking relaxed. I already got some more shit I got planned. I got to fucking throw together this weekend.
I wanted to mix something.
I got a
Yeah, I
couple of bounce around the
no inspiration.
traffic for
Oh,
next week, Tuesday night show as well. So.
that was a good little bit of thunder. Fucking felt the wall wobble.
That peach yogurt I made on the show yesterday really turned around overnight. The other one's garbage, the pineapple banana one.
Yeah,
And I know exactly why too. I used just the wrong both.
God.
Seriously. What I need is that pineapple candy that you were talking about. And I need to use just regular TFA banana, not banana cream, TFA banana. It is straight up that banana that you taste in every fucking like hipster pod, like disposable.
Right.
It's that candy banana.
Gotcha.
You have to use it at like
Wonder
fucking 7% or 8% too.
That Wonder
Holy
Flavor
shit.
pineapple candy I bought thinking I was going to use it in like candy, and so far I've literally used it in like everything but a candy. I've used it in like 4 different fucking recipes, and none of them had anything to do with a fucking candy. It turns out it's actually more like a pineapple like snow cone syrup almost.
Oh, that's exactly what I would fucking want for this vape, because that other one is like, yeah, it's like banana syrup, like banana snow cone syrup. Interesting.
Yeah, that's specifically the reason why I used it in that cake, is because I knew that VSO pineapple was going to carry that pineapple note for me, but I needed something for that glaze, that fucking crusty, gooey note you get on the top of that fucking pineapple upside down cake. Pineapple
Yeah.
together.
Oh. Hey, we've got a bottle here.
Fuck, I am
do
straight
this.
drawing a blank on what the fuck to throw together here.
Oh, I got PG all over my hands. All over. Just everywhere.
Scare lads.
I gotta go wash real quick.
You'll be alright. Rub it on your shirt.
You get antibacterial, you'll be okay.
Oh, we're about to get some more thunder. I just saw lightning. Brandy, cantaloupe, caramel, cashew, celery, chai tea. Have you mixed up the chai tea yet?
Not, and I keep fucking meaning to because I keep seeing people talk about using it and shit, and I keep fucking forgetting to. Somebody just used it. I think it was Larry just used it in a mix the other day.
I think I'm gonna go something. I'm gonna use that, but I think I'm gonna go safe in my wheelhouse. I think I'm gonna make a vanilla chai tea cake.
I think that could be really fucking good.
Use a little bit of the fucking vanilla ice cream in it.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, as long as you put a nice cream in there to pull it all together, I think you'd be just fine.
Oh, it's still getting creamy about the underpants. Don't get me wrong.
So I mean, aside from that, I said it specifically for the chai.
Yeah, because chai, that's a little heavy on the fucking, what is it,
Spice.
Yeah, it's a little
Spice.
vanilla spice. No, there's ginger peach tea. Where are you, chai tea? Citrus tea. Too many fucking...
Actually, if you're throwing that chai in there, you could probably get away with throwing a little bit of that BSO mints in there with it because of the spice blends that are in it.
I don't want to overdo the spice, though. Chai tea's usually got a good bit of spice to it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm just over it.
The fuck was that?
That smells good.
That's what it was. Oh, you were like wondering like what it was.
No, I was.
Chipmunk noises.
Yeah.
Okay.
The chai tea smells fantastic. Let me just... what other vanilla?
Oh my god! Once again, I have lost chat. There we go.
Vanilla. Wonder if I go with vanilla pudding route with it.
In that note,
Or
have you tried replacing that grape sour candy with some straight VSO sour instead? Since you're not getting the grape off of it, you're just using it for the sour.
Oh my god. My arm's gonna fall off.
That could work.
Okay. Let's try this, Bab.
Because I know what you mean. That grape sour candy doesn't have a whole lot of grape
Knock.
flavor to it. It's in there a little bit, but it's definitely more sour than it is grape.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, that tastes good.
Well, for those of you who have subwoofers, enjoy the thunder.
Yeah.
Heard that one.
Or just good headphones.
And you guys are getting to enjoy it. It's like an ASMR video. Except for you still have to listen to me talk.
Fucking Adam. Earlier today, I accidentally fucking hit my my fucking audio output volume for my fucking headset on my fucking audio interface all the way up somehow.
Whoops.
And I sat there and I can hear like the feedback through my mic of my voice in my own headset. So I'm over here taking a drink and I can hear myself fucking swallowing and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I just open my mouth and all you hear is that. What the fuck? What is this?
That's your mic's fucking.
Oh, Miss Gizzy.
What the fuck is going on with fucking YouTube?
Oh, I do have a little angel cake left. That should be more than enough. Alright. I got my cake. I'll try tea. Now, the decision. Do I go vanilla pudding or vanilla ice cream? I could go vanilla custard too. But I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the vanilla ice cream. Because that'll cream up nicely with the creamy milky undertones and give you that creamy, like, chai tea, fucking vanilla chai tea.
That sounds good. Sounds real good. Tell you what.
Now I gotta figure out what percentage to use the vanilla chai tea at, though, because I haven't fucking used it before. Swag, are you out there? I haven't seen you in chat. If you're out there listening, what's a good start point for that chai tea? That should be heavy in cardamom, if I'm not mistaken. And then,
He's not out there, but I'm betting you he's probably going to tell you 2%.
yeah, that's certainly.
Whoa.
Well, I think
Heard that one.
he said something about last week. It was 2% or 2.5%. I think he said something about it last week because you said something about it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, yeah, because he said something about the fucking. It was heavy in the cardamom. I
Yeah.
do remember that. Which that's normal because most chai tea is pretty fucking heavy in the cardamom.
Try to, yeah, it should be.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, you usually generally get some form of either cinnamon, ginger, clove, sometimes nutmeg, and some other stuff in there. Because it's basically a spice tea. It's not a not a tea. I mean, it is, but it's not. I mean, yeah, it's still steeped out, but not like the traditional tea leaves you're thinking.
That's just great.
You throwing around over there?
I dropped my Eddie on the dirty ass floor. I gotta fucking wipe it off.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
Bob, I think where your head's at's right. I think I am going to go the ice cream route with it.
You wanna know what's really fucked up?
Play
Fucking
nice.
Daniel took the picture of, I wrote down Golf Tea Vapes Wednesday nights 9:30 like a week ago, and he's like, oh, I probably won't be able to watch this week because we didn't leave till late and we had to work the next morning. But he watched this week. Everybody else at the store who was working with me today took a picture of Golf Tea Vapes 9:30 Central tonight, and they're like, yeah, bet we'll watch too. Not a single one of them motherfuckers are watching.
How many of them are watching you say that and just don't know how to chat?
I said say something in chat so I can say what's up to you, so they
Okay.
know. If they're
Right.
out there,
Boss lady chimed in. Yeah, boss lady chimed in
if
early.
they're
She
out
was
there,
here.
say hi,
Well,
motherfucker.
Socorro chimes in all the time when she's here.
Hey, boss lady chimed in early. I seen it.
Alright, this is going to be a hate vape, so either this works out really well or it's going to be fucking...
Yeah, Jackie and Emmanuel and who else? Tyrone. They were all supposed to watch.
I think I want the chai to be a little strong because the cake might take over in this.
Probably tuned in and were like, yeah, we don't vape.
It's not about the vaping, it's everything else we talk about during the meantime.
It's all the bullshit and all the
I
fun.
agree.
Just next time you see all of them, like, hey bitches, the fuck.
Or just come to work tomorrow and be like, can you believe what happened on the show last night?
Yeah. The
Dude, that was
craziest
nuts.
shit. Socorro, how about that? She'll just be like, oh yeah.
Right?
just go along with it.
Alright.
You guys see Danny popped in on our show last night? Did that crazy shit?
Alright, so this is saying average is 2. I think we're gonna push this up to 2.5% though on the chai tea.
Yeah, because you're throwing cream at it and it's going to have a cake to work with as well. I think 2.5 is probably just fine.
2.5, and then we're gonna do angel cake at 1%, and fluffy white at 1%, because that's fucking go-to cake base there. And 1%. Oops, don't put 1 there, dumbass. Undertones 1%. Then I'll figure out where I'm gonna go with this vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream.
I don't want it to take over because it's. Wonder if I go to solid 3%. That should bring enough vanilla to the party, I think. Although, wait a minute.
Liquid Barns?
Yeah. Or although on the low end, doesn't it come out a little eggy?
Nah, I've never noticed that. You could go as low as like Like you want it to be like vanilla and creamy, but not like overbearing, right?
Yeah, because what I'm going for.
2.5, 3.
Yeah, I think probably 3 might be that fucking.
Yeah, 2.5 might be not quite enough.
Actually, you know what? Let's go 3.5. That way, if I'm off a little bit, fuck it, I can always tone it down on the next one. But it should play well with the chai, because you figure vanilla chai tea usually got a little bit of cream to it. And then we're making it into a cake, so you know.
Make it a cake.
A simple five fucking flavor recipe ought to do the trick here. All right, let's fucking mix. Being as
Get this peach yogurt off of here.
All right, let's put this chai tea in here. 1.5.
Anybody that may have missed it yesterday, there's the orange Arnie I made last night with old Larry.
Holy shit. Sakura, your messages are so far behind.
Well, at least now you know what the lag is now.
There's no way it's that bad, because people have replied way faster than that.
Right.
Angels.
That no, 2 hours 45 is how long it took us to do the truck. That was like 10 minutes ago when I mentioned that. Okay, that's dry. Okay. A little cottony there. Let's try this Babs.
I've been down that
Babs
road
juice
before.
here.
That's
Smells good.
Apple?
Yeah. Bapple. Bapple strudel.
Pretty damn good.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that's solid, dude. That 0.25% swaggy sweetener is perfect. If you wanted it to be like sugary, I could see like sugaring this up, but it doesn't really need it. Yeah. Good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Real good shit. I'll drip some more, Bab. No blood, no copper. No vitamin
blood.
enriched blood.
No blood and pennies.
Yeah, I've had experience. That same experience with that flavor. Takes a minute. Cream cheese, but yeah, this is good. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything in that. Holy shit. Nice. It's real nice. Play a C add 9 for that. I give it a solid C add 9. It's probably in like 100 different songs.
There you go.
He wants to resolve to G though so bad.
Alright. I'll do this last little bit here.
It actually is. It's fucking. And 1,000 other songs.
For a
What's up?
second, all I could think of, hey there, Delilah.
No. You would never even play that fucking song.
No, just the like the tempo.
Did they rip
to it,
off Green Day?
And the way you were just picking at it, it had
That song.
it gave me that like vibe.
That's a K-pop song.
Yeah.
I think it's. No,
I remember in
I don't remember where that song was.
I remember in high school, I was the guy that always kept chopsticks with me, so I used to do a chopstick capo.
For sure. My friend Steve, Big Steve, used to just stick his thumb on my fretboard and be the human capo. Because he had these giant freaking bear claws. I mean, it totally works if you have somebody, you know, up here being your capo. You put it real high up, like in the 7th fret. Or 8th fret, is it? No, it's 6th. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
You say, only hear what I want to. Oh, God, did I used to have the hot spice? Still do. Still hot.
I was gonna say, lately ain't much changed, brother.
Yep, she is aged like the finest
exactly the
vino.
Yeah, she aged fucking spectacularly. Like her and Jewel, some fucking how.
Yep, she still looks good too.
Man. Yeah, you want a good reference? Go watch Jewel do the fucking roast of Rob Lowe. Friars Club roast of Rob Lowe. Dangerous. Still dangerous.
Have y'all looked into the I don't know why. I think it's because Adam was talking about music. Have you looked into all the computer generated songs from bands that like members like just passed away and all that shit from like the 70s and 80s?
No.
A team from MIT broke down.
I've heard of this. A lot of AI stuff and going
Like
on.
30 different like tracks from old bands, from Michael Jackson to Kurt Cobain and Nirvana, Jimi Hendrix, all that sort of shit. Just ran so many different tracks through an audio software, got it, and made brand new songs. And
Careful.
It sounds pretty fucking legit. Except Nirvana.
And there we go. I just got flagged. Alright, before I fill this fucking thing, let me take a sniffer.
People always told me be careful.
Oh, wow. That smells really good.
Yep, they did, was it Amy Winehouse?
Yeah, I mean, if there was a singer I would have liked to have continued fucking making music, she's one of them for sure. Jesus Christ, she had a good voice.
Hers sound 100% like a song that just never got put on an album. Like that sounded 100% legit. But they did like Nirvana, that sounded like a fucking mess.
Well, to be fair,
I mean,
No,
It was
you
grunge
know-
rock. It wasn't
you-
supposed to fucking sound.
you know, like the random grunt that Kurt used to throw into music.
oh yeah.
That was 80% of it where it didn't
Oh, that's
belong.
weird. They analyzed the wrong songs then.
No, they did. They did their top 30 songs on billboards. All their top 30. Boom, knocked them out. But it was. But they did it, and there was just the Kurt Cobain grunt where it made no sense in the middle of a word. Yeah. The fuck was that? That doesn't belong there.
almost like he was gargling
Weird.
buckshot or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sucked to flop.
Oh god damn it.
So what you're saying is sport and love had yeah.
Somebody come get your fucking kids.
I'm just looking for some tush.
I mean, Kush.
I'm just looking for some kush.
Yeah. It's a better version right there, damn.
You know, I bet that's been done, and if it hasn't, that's pretty genius.
It fucking better have been done.
Yeah, there's been some rough ones this week.
Dude, fucking
Fucking
Joey Jordison.
Hey,
Jordison.
Joey yesterday,
And then you got
That's
fucking
crazy, man.
Dusty Hill from ZZ Top.
Yeah.
I'm like, fucking, what a shitty fucking week for rock and roll, man.
No doubt. No doubt. No, I fucking woke up yesterday and I was flipping through
Your
Instagram
strings.
while I was taking a shit and I noticed that all the guys from Slipknot had their fucking page, their post for the day was blacked out and their profile picture was blacked out. And I'm like not in a row. Like I saw them randomly throughout my feed and I'm like, what the fuck? And so I pulled up fucking Google real quick and I was like, Slipknot. And as soon I was like, oh, fuck. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna go going forward, because... And, like, the Dusty Hill one doesn't surprise me. Those boys partied hard a good bit back in the day with ZZ Top. I mean...
Yeah, they didn't get that reputation for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
I mean, and he was just an old man.
That too. I mean, fucking time gets everybody eventually. I know what to call this son of a bitch. Guess I should knuckle taste it first to see if it's worth the dick or if I'm gonna be pissed off and really hate vaping this. Ooh, it smells fantastic. Oh.
Ed.
You give this thing about 48 hours. That's gonna be
Probably.
fucking... Oh yeah, because I'm getting all those little spice notes out of the chai tea there. And then that vanilla ice cream comes in with the
Let that
cake.
ice cream do its magic. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, that ice cream. I bet that ice cream.
I'll have to make that one too.
I'm gonna let it sit until the weekend. I'll take that with me over the weekend too, see what happens, because this is what I'll be vaping for the next 48 hours. Oh,
Say, you'll have
24.
a couple of good fucking cakes to make this weekend. That's for damn sure.
Alright, I know what we're gonna call this.
Yeah, between that and that fucking fresh side down after a couple days, you'll have some tasty fucking cakes to make this weekend.
That's a good name for that. In between clubs, because it's not really a tea and it's not really a cake. It's a mixture of both.
Nice.
I like it.
Like the most guitar I've played in like fucking 5 days.
Where's my goddamn... Where'd my save button go, you son of a bitch?
Itching. Right
There
on.
we go.
Tomorrow I got a day off. I might be able to actually finish the goddamn song for this freaking show.
I was gonna say, I got an idea.
Alright, there's the only one I'm doing today.
I want to get back to fucking doing another one. Tired of this song already.
Little in between clubs there. Yeah, that's good off the knuckle though, because I could even start to get all the little fucking
Well, yeah, the way
spices.
you were building it sounds like it's right on the fucking money. Sounds like after a little bit of time for that cream, that fucking ice cream to do its magic and try to level the fuck off a little bit, let that cream develop in there.
Yeah, I'll give it till this weekend before I really bust into it, because I'm going to finish off the last bit of this cake, and then I'm going to plow through this rest of this Arnold that I left so I could enjoy when I'm not drinking. And then Friday while I'm at work, I'm going to have to do some re-wicking and make sure all my ducks are in a row, so I've got clean cotton for the weekend, because I'm not re-wicking all weekend.
Shit is solid, man. Like it. Thanks, Mab.
Yeah, I like where that one's headed.
Leaves like a nice baked appleness just all up in the palate after you're done vaping it. Shit.
What did I play on the way in? I know I finished off with DuckTales. I think I... Did I do House of the Rising Sun?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
played, yeah, House of the Rising Sun.
It was House of the Rising Sun into DuckTales. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what took so long?
Yep.
I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, wait. Because after House of the Rising Sun was over, I closed that tab and then I unmuted my microphone and I was like, is he having technical difficulties? Maybe I shouldn't say anything. I'll just keep playing Spellbreak.
Yeah, no, because my wife was in the kitchen making a fucking plate, and as the song rolled from House of the Rising Sun to DuckTales, I just heard giggling from the kitchen. I was like, what? And I was like, I had nothing to do with this. I was like, that was all TJ. This is not my doing.
I was having a little fun. It didn't matter. It's because I wanted to hear them
Disney's
both.
not on your ass. I'm surprised. Knock on wood. Or particle board. Here's wood.
Well, see, the thing is with that old ass show, yes, they have it on Disney Plus, but there's a new version of DuckTales where the song's a lot different, so they're probably not looking for that older one, they're probably looking for the newer version.
That's kind of the way I think about the Ninja Turtles one too.
Yeah, because
They've done so many different versions of that. There's so many new theme songs. They're not looking for the OG ones anymore. So that's one of the few things I can play and I don't get any fucking shit for, which is surprising as hell. I get flack for every fucking cover I play.
oh yeah.
Which of the big studios owns them? Viacom, CBS, 2009 to present. Okay. Maybe they're just not as litigious.
I'm sure they are, but it's probably more of a, why are we fighting this right now? We've got better things to do right now.
Figure fish fry.
Yeah.
Fried fish?
Right.
Fish and chips. What?
I'll have your finest cod and some chips, please.
Oh, this system skirted us, and it is coming straight for you, Adam.
Let's see.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna hit you at like 3, 4 in the morning.
That's what it said. That's what I was anticipating. If I had to work in the morning, I was just hoping it would end by 4:38 a.m. I don't have to work, so I don't have to fuck with it. Thank God.
Yeah, we skirted it. I was expecting all this craziness. The missus was all worried because she saw the possible derecho warning. She goes, "What the fuck is that? What's a derecho?" I'm like, "Oh boy." I was like, "It's basically an inland hurricane, but chances of that are slim."
There you go.
Yeah, that's what's going.
That's up by you over there.
I'm gonna say, if you look right where the bay is, right there.
Yes.
That's right where I'm at, right there. So it's literally skirting in between us.
Oh, and it's gonna make its way
We're-
along the lake and then go BAM!
We're splitting the uprights right there. But I live in this weird little pocket here where 2 miles north of me, we can have fucking tornadoes and everything. And 2 miles south of me, it can be hailing its ass off. We don't get touched with rain.
It's like a freaking like safe zone right here. It's like the neutral zone.
No, like, if you see where it says DEPERE there, if you zoom in a little farther,
It's fucking cookie bullshit. Where?
zoom in right there. Keep
Oh,
zooming
right
in.
here,
Yeah, that's literally right where I'm at. So I'm in a weird pocket area where we don't hardly get touched. We get the skirts of everything.
Interesting.
So I can hear it all around me, but
I'm down here.
from what I looked at with the future radar, I got no worries.
Feeling like here-ish. Right on the border. Right on the border.
This would be one of those times where I'd be like, "Hey, fucking weather guy."
I can see where Meter lives on the map, but I won't say where it is.
I can too, but I'm not. It's none of my business. I don't mind if people know where I live. I'm not fucking famous, so it doesn't bother
Every
me.
one of my Instagram posts says southeast, far southeast side of Chicago. It doesn't get any more specific than that.
Besides, if somebody's really crazy enough to walk into my house uninvited,
Oh yeah, exactly.
you're
Yeah,
gonna
I
meet
dare
doom.
you. I fucking dare you. Like, you have exactly 2 seconds to get the fuck out of my fucking house.
And due to price of ammunition, we no longer fire warning shots.
Nope. It's too expensive.
Shit, you never fire a warning shot.
I do.
Oh, Nah,
Have to give
because
him,
then
give him running head start.
But I
Moving
still
target
I still
practice.
need to order. I want to order one of those those strobe fucking lights for the underside of my fucking Glock, so that way I can strobe people and be like, all right, that's your warning.
Yeah.
If I strobe
Now-
again, you die.
see the reason why you don't pop a warning shot is if somebody takes you to court for wrongful death, then they can hit you with it was premeditated because you shot.
Because you thought about it
Yeah.
first, sure.
They can hit you with that dumb shit. That's why you don't
If
fire
there's
a warning
someone
shot no
left to
more.
take you to court for wrongful death after that, you didn't fire your second shot.
No, like a family member or some shit. Like
Oh,
a
well,
family
then no.
member or some shit. That's why I
Well,
left
then-
Florida.
That's all right. I will gladly go to fucking prison to defend my family. Fuck them. Anybody who's stupid enough to do something like that, you don't deserve to live on my block.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a nice thing, Bob, when getting those things to be just skirting around you. It's a weird thing to go, yeah, I live in a weird pocket, but hey, I'll take it any day of the week. So, I'm excited because this weekend while I'm taking my son camping, they've got a fucking, it's a kid's dream obstacle course on the lake. Like, you always see it in those commercials and fucking weird shows where you got kids jumping on bounce houses and shit in the middle of the lake. Where we're taking them as one of those, and it's got a big old obstacle course that's all inflated and shit, so.
Holy crap.
Let him go nuts.
Oh yeah, I'm like, that ought to be a good time to watch him go running around through that and jumping off.
We got lots of energy.
Yeah. Downside, that means Dad's gonna have to get up there, and Dad is not the energy having son of a bitch that he is. Let alone, I don't even know. I'm guessing there's probably weight restrictions. I might not fit that bill anymore, which I'll have to go, you know what? Guess what? Your cousin's gonna have to take you, because your cousin fits the bill. Either that or his husband, one of the two. Although, I guess if I'm gonna let somebody take him up there, it'll probably be his husband, because he's a fucking firefighter, so if anything goes wrong, he knows what to do.
Right.
Why is this still sitting up like this? Stop being an asshole.
You're a asshole.
Yeah. So, tomorrow.
Lord RJ knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I before we even get to tomorrow, I'll say it. My picks this week sucked so fucking bad. Like, they did not fit what I thought was going to happen at all. Granted, I think that went the same for a lot of people, but it was definitely a turn in a route that I was not expecting. But anyhow, we are to the end of this evening, so for those of you who are into it, tomorrow, Kicky Punchy Time over on the I'm No Joe channel, 9:30 Central Time-ish. I will be there. I may be a little late because I've got a lot of packing and shit to do for camping tomorrow, so, and some last minute things to get done around here before we do that. So, but I will definitely be there because Champ's got to defend. So, definitely be there. And then I don't know who's going to show up. Try to take the double champ status.
No telling at this point.
Hey, you, Babyface McGee. You going to show up, try to get some?
I don't know. I don't know when I'm leaving work again.
Man, I didn't beat you that bad that you're afraid to come back, are you? Making up excuses now?
All
No.
I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna say anything about anybody's level of bravery. All I'll say is that should everyone else bail, I do have a special standby competitor I could bring in if I have to. If I have to. Nick Devine.
Hunky coil builder Nick Devine?
No.
And favorite fella himself.
No, quite literally fucking I got was it 2 weeks ago, I was made an official key holder manager at work. So for the last couple of weeks, whenever I open a shift, I'm not leaving until like fucking 9 o'clock at night. And I am the last thing that I have time to do, especially because like tomorrow I have to wake up in like 5 hours to go to work. So the last thing that I want to do is be at work for fucking 18 hours and then get on here and sit here because I will die. Like last week, I didn't leave work until like 9:45, and I just could not sit down. I just couldn't do it.
Fair enough. Well, that's all right. You just gave me a cakewalk last week. That's all that was. You didn't show up. So, I mean, somebody who doesn't study cards, only knows a couple of fighters. Although, I will say, I didn't get my chance to take my digs at you for picking your homeboy. You know, you built your entire fight camp around your homeboy, and he got your ass whipped. Both literally and figuratively.
R.I.P. Preston.
Yeah. No. Oh, I do hope you're there next week. That's it. The way we end that show now is so fun over there. If you guys aren't watching it, please, by all means, come watch. It's such a good
If
time.
you haven't tuned in to I'm No Joe lately, you're missing out on the pit, and the pit is fun as.
It's a blast because it's a whole different take on what we had been doing, and we still cover everything. So, I mean, it's a fantastic way to do it. And to be quite honest, I would like to see more people come and hang out with us while we're doing it, because just to see the kind of reactions we get out of it, it is a good time. But yeah.
And last week was a great case to show that you don't have to be as hardcore as we are to come on the show and compete.
No.
Dang it.
That's it. But yeah, love you all. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. See you guys all next week. Same time, same channel, 9:30-ish. And make sure you educate, advocate, not for yourselves, not for any of us up here, but more so for those sorry sons of bitches that are still on the stinkies that we need to keep this live for. But love y'all. See y'all next week. And we're going to go out and serenade Giz to see if maybe he's out there hiding in the comments someplace. But, close enough. All right. That works. Yeah, we're going to go out with his Blister in the Sun request here, so.
Yeah.
See you guys later. Have a good night, guys.
Struck my stuff and I'm so strung out. Well, I'm high as a kite. I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on like I blister in the sun. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the one. Body beats, I stain my sheets. I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end. She is starting to cry. Let me go on. The sun, let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the When I'm walking, I strut my stuff and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. When I'm walking, I strut my stuff and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. My body beats, I stain sheets, I don't even know why. My girlfriend, she's at the end, she is starting to cry. When I'm walking, I strut my stuff and I'm so strung out. Well, I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. Let me go on like I blister in the sun. Let me go on. Big hands, I know you're the one.